be. We are all of us invented. We are all of us cobbled together from cartilage and dust. Few of us know the name of our maker, but I do. Bram Stoker. Born 8 November 1847. Dublin, a sickly child who loved his mother. A young man, like all young men, fell in with a crowd. Yes, that crowd. That theater crowd. And our young Bram would enter the theatrical profession as low and basic manner as one possibly can. As a critic. In 1897, at age 50, Bram Stoker would publish a book that would in time become his definitive work. In doing so, he made me. And he gave me a name. Renfield. And he gave me something more. Something that some of you wish for, pray for, beg for, and yet will never attain. Immortality. I have never forgiven that.
Oh, no, you don't.
And that way, I'll be able to serve Star with a stenographer. I will write down his thoughts in shorthand. Then later transcribe them onto a typewriter, and therefore be of great help to him in his work as a solicitor.
How fascinating.
He is keeping a journal of his business trip abroad.
A journal, really?
Yes, in shorthand. And when he returns, I shall put my new training to work.
I see.
I've been practicing very hard. Shorthand is a more difficult art than many people realize. It requires a certain...
Be my director! I won't stop till you put an end to all the stock of journals and shorthand business.
I haven't seen it in months.
So don't talk to me in numbers and letters. Tell me about your heart.
My heart is resolute.
You're my one true girlfriend. You alone can talk to me of the things that dare not leave this room. Please. Very well. You've become a practical young woman about to marry a man who leaves you cold.
No, not cold.
Not cold at all, Nina.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a week, and I already miss him terribly. When a letter arrives from him, his words make my hopes sing.
Mina, I am writing to you from the heart of the Carpathian Mountains. Tonight, I am staying in Bistritz, at a fine hotel recommended by my client, the Count. Tomorrow he'll send a carriage for me, while Bergera work in his castle. I'm told this region, known as Transylvania, is the wildest and least known portion of Europe. How fortunate my job will as we travel to such far distant countries, such as these. And the food. Tonight, I had eggplant stuffed with forcemeat, which they call inflatata. Before you ask, the answer is yes. I did get a copy of the recipe for you. After dinner, a strange old woman, reeking of garlic, approached me and said tomorrow was St. George's Day, and I should not go visit the Count. She went as far as to press her rosary into my hand, which I've kept as a souvenir for the delightful earnestness of these simple, misguided souls. Oh, how my heart rejoices at the thought of you, Mina, your loving husband-to-be, Jonathan.
Miss Lucy?
Go away, I'm dead.
Miss Lucy, that gentleman is here to see you again.
What gentleman?
Mr. Stewart, the doctor.
A doctor, Lucy.
What shall I tell him?
Tell him to come back tomorrow. I am indisposed.
Very well, then.
Lucy, why didn't you tell me?
And do open the window on your way out. How many times must I ask you?
No secrets, Lucy. That's what we've always said to one another since we were children. There must be a bond of trust between us. Tell me.
Mina bountiful is the world and how true are the proverbs.
The Proverbs.
It never rains, but it pours. Mina, I'm not indisposed. I am undecided.
Whether to marry him or not?
Know which one of them to marry.
There is more than one?
Three suitors. Me, who all these years never even had one. Two of them have already proposed.
Who?
Mr. Holmeswood, the judge, and Mr. Morse, the Texan.
Lucy.
And now Dr. Seward, only 29 and already in control of an immense industry design. He is versed in the arts of dream interpretation and hypnosis. I can fancy what a wonderful power he must have over his patients.
What will you do?
Why can't they let a girl marry 3 men and save all this trouble? Yes, I know that is heresy and I must not say it. But dear Mina, all this happiness has made me so utterly miserable.
Oh, sweet Lucy, hold tight and have hope. My love is away, and your loves are too near. We shall mingle our tears together.
My dear Mina, what a place I am in. Mr. Dawkins never let on with the grand job he assigned to me. I must thank him on my return. The carriage came as scheduled, and the coachman loaded my things in silence, and we took off into the night. The night air was pierced by the thrilling call of wolves, seemingly hundreds of them. In fact, when I lit a match to look at my watch, the reflection in the carriage window gave the illusion of hundreds of pairs of red eyes staring from the hillsides around me. It gave me a wonderful fright. When I reached the castle, I tried but failed to see the coachman's face. And when I complimented him on the swiftness of his horses, his only reply was, "The dead travel fast." The Count, for his part, being ever so cordial, led me to this room, which is not unlike any other room in England, except for the complete absence of mirrors. I'm sure we could learn from the simple absence of vanity.
Hello, Dr. Seward.
Do call me John, won't you? I'm sorry I disturbed you yesterday. It was impulsive of me.
Not at all. I was
Indisposed. The maid told me.
sickly, actually.
In what way? A fever?
Yes, a fever.
And now? Are you feeling better now?
I don't know. Am I? Well,
There is but one thing out of the ordinary.
and what is that?
Your incomparable beauty. You are not ill, Lucy. It is I who carry the illness. It eats away at me day and night, and the only remedy resides in the very heart which afflicts me. Your heart. May I speak? What I know of you, sweet Lucy, is terribly dear to me. But what I will never know is dearer still. So please, accept me and be cherished above all women. Bid me stay, and be to your final days adored. Oh, that be struck dumb, my sweet, kind-hearted Lucy, I am a brute. I have brought tears in the very eyes which I least intended them. You cannot love me at present. That is a clear and stinging prognosis, and I must accept it. But tell me, dare I hope, could you learn to love me in time? There is someone already. Am I right, dear Lucy? I feared that. Hear me now. From this moment on, your happiness is my fondest wish. If your heart was free, a man might have hope. But in place of hope, I give you something far stronger and eminently wiser. I give you my friendship, and whatever you need of it shall be yours for the asking. From you, if I might have a remembrance, something like your mirror, which has held your image as vividly as I. That kiss, that will be something to keep off the darkness. That is done, then. We have been rebuffed. The world is empty. there is nothing worth doing. Fortunately, there is one way in which a lost love can be revenged. At the hand of one's work. Renfield!
Yeah.
How is he today?
Quite well, sir.
With his best behavior.
Not anything out of the ordinary.
I told you to keep him to his madness. How can I study him if you let him revert to his sanity? Get out of my sight!
You've been crying.
What?
Mind your step. There's life there.
These spiders have nearly doubled.
I lure them. I house them. The world feeds on the carcass of itself. May I smell you? Please! Salt, I think. Salt and perfume. You, too, have been the presence of life.
For God's sake!
And life tastes good, doesn't it, Johnny?
You've trained the sparrow, I see.
Yes, a good bird, that. Why won't she marry you?
What are you talking about?
I should brood if I were you. I should brood and think of sporadic killings. Yes.
But why Renfield? Why the eating of flies and spiders?
I have a great love for animals.
No evasions today. I'm not in the mood. Now again.
They are life, and they give life to me. I absorb it through them. Blood, running into blood.
In the notebook!
No!
You must have a plan of some kind.
No!
There's the flies and the spiders and that sparrow! You have a plan!
No!
I will solve you, Renfield. You are a life-eating maniac. I shall solve the secret of your mind. I am not afraid of the world's rampant complacency. To question is to discover. Men sneered at vivisection, yet look at the results today. Why not, therefore, advance science in its most difficult and vital aspect, the brain? For if I held the key to just one lunatic, I might advance my own branch of science to such lofty esteem that Bird and Sanderson's physiology would be left as nothing.
Miss Lucy would give you her hand.
Shut up!
May I have a kitten?
What?
A kitten! Please, please. A nice little playful kitten that I can play with and teach and feed and feed and feed. No one could refuse me a kitten, would they?
How do you know her name?
Bird blood, feather blood, spider blood.
Tell me! Miss Lucy! How do you know her name?
My master.
What?
My master told me.
Sweet Mina, I am all in a sea of wonders. I think strange things which I dare not confess to mine own soul, and I fear my superstitions may arrive within me. And the Count, my host, what manner of man is this? I feel his presence overwhelming me, and I am encompassed about with terrors that I dare not think of.
down from there.
Fear not. The ship will find its port. The ship will pass the storm.
There are no ships, Lucy. No one would be out in a night like this.
There it is! Riding the waves, pounding about on the floor of the earth!
It is he! He has come for me! The master has come!
What is he talking about? This stolen thing. He said it was supposed.
Renfield, what is it? My master grows nearer!
Who are you talking about?
The bride maidens rejoice at the coming of the bride. But when the bride dwells nigh, the maiden shine not.
I think he's unreckoned. I think he's from God.
I pray not. Homicidal mania and religious fervor would be a dangerous combination. Renfield, what are you doing?
I must be clean for my master.
Your flies are gone. And the spiders are gone as well. Where are they? And what of your sparrow? Where is it? Find him now!
The digging, all day and night, constant digging. Oh, my furrow and mean, if only knew what it all meant. Great wooden boxes have been hauled away. For what reason? I fear an living person in this place whenever I turn. Doors everywhere. All locked and bolted. I'm a prisoner!
Renfield, let him go!
Now I know what I must do. Rule the walls of monsters.
Now he's my
I shall escape. I shall escape where
You'll be punished, I promise.
The master! The master is at hand!
It's just as they said.
Yes.
What could have... No. It's too horrible to think of. Did any of the crew survive?
Only a dog, they say.
A dog?
A large gray dog, which leapt from the ship. Or so they say.
I wonder it even made it to port in a storm like that.
A miracle.
Pardon my manners. I don't believe I know you. I'm John Seward.
You had the assignment, do you not?
Yes, I do. And you are?
Hark. Jonathan Hark.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Harker. I've heard of you from Miss Lucy Westenra. You're engaged, I believe, to her friend Mina.
Yes. And you to Miss Lucy. I'm told she's very beautiful.
How odd to meet you here.
Where would you have us meet?
Well, yes, you're right. Good you, though, finally.
Who's the righteous man? Is this, you suppose, what happens to righteous men?
And this fact the strangest. He lashed himself to the wheel with his own rosary.
Yes.
We'll never know, will we?
That depends, I suppose,
How do you mean?
on what you're hoping to know. Good day.
And then,
I've told you enough.
I mean, I must know.
Then I found you on the cliffs lying with the rocks. It's a wonder you didn't fall. I wrapped you in a blanket and brought you home.
Mina,
It's fine now. You're safe. I sent for Dr. Seward.
Mina, listen to me. You must, as my dearest friend, promise me this. You'll tell no one of these odd events, even my family. Promise me.
I promise.
And what of you? What is the news from Jonathan?
There is no news. Fortnight and still no word from him.
Dr. Seward, ma'am.
Good morning, ladies.
Thank you for coming. Lucy commends your skills as a doctor.
More minds have I treated than bodies, but I'll do what I can. How is she?
Weak and very pale. Please,
Hello, Lucy.
Hello again.
Now, when did this begin?
The storm last night. I slept poorly.
Bad dreams?
Yes.
Can you tell me?
It's very vague.
Try, Lucy.
There was a howl, a dog howling.
A dog.
Many of them, hundreds or more, as if the whole town was full of them. And I seemed to be sinking into deep water, green water, and there was a singing in my ears, and then
Go
something very sweet and very bitter all around me at once. And I felt everything passing away from me. My soul seemed to go out of my body and float about in the air, and then Mina woke me and told me I'd been dreaming.
Dr. Seward, what is it?
on. There's a mark on your neck.
A mark?
A red mark. As though you've been kissed there. Have you been?
No, John.
I'll begin with your blood.
My blood?
I'll assess its qualities to discover any malady that may reside within.
Do as he says, Doctor. Don't be frightened.
Miss Lucy,
Yes.
may I have your hand? There we are. If you wrap that up, Mina.
John,
Yes?
you're my true friend.
Miss Mina, a letter has arrived for you. Shall I bring it in?
From where is it posted?
From a hospital, ma'am, in Budapest.
I'll be right there.
Mina, I bridge.
Save your strength. I'll see you when you wake. I thank you, Dr. Seward.
Keep a watchful eye, and don't let her leave this room.
I won't.
Miss Mina, if I may, you're as remarkable as Lucy described.
As are you, Dr. Seward.
Earlier today, I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Harker, your fiancé. He seems a fine man. What is it?
Oh, that's impossible. He's out of the country.
Perhaps I'm
Till just now, I've had no word from him in weeks. Why would you say such a thing?
Miss Mina!
I'm so warm, John. Won't you open the window?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't see you there.
Say,
I beg
this
your...
is the home of Miss Lucy, is it not?
Aye, it
Just
is,
say
sir.
it. You are very beautiful. You know that, don't you? Please, do what I'm thinking. Say it.
You may enter.
Remember me, won't you?
Oh, yes.
Good.
Jonathan? I took a boat to Hamburg as soon as I heard, and then the train here. They say you've had a terrible shock, that you're suffering from a violent brain fever. Jonathan, your eyes, all resolution, all life has gone from them. Please tell me, what has happened? They say in a few days you'll be well enough to travel. They've given me your things, but I couldn't find your briefcase among them. Only this. I'm not sure maybe not something that we can... Jonathan?
Mina, we have spoken of trust between a husband and a wife. There should be no secrets and concealments between us. I have been driven mad, but amid this torture, one gift, the loss of memory. I have no idea what happened to him here. I have no idea which things are real and which are the insidious dreams of a madman. secret is here in my journal. Take it. Keep it. Read it if you must. But never let me know. I do not want to return to those bitter hours, those ghastly days. So my solemn duty is to do otherwise. This secret be the final one between us. As long as you two shall be as one.
It's done. Let's go home.
Don't be frightened. Mother! Your mother is in this moment. As are the servants.
Mina, help me!
Mina too is gone. We are alone, sweet Lucy. Your friend Dr. Seward has examined your blood and found it to be rich and healthy. I share his diagnosis.
What are you? What do you want of me?
I want your fear. For your fear, like a current, rushes through your body. Your fear makes your heart pound and renders your veins rich and full. Your fear hemorrhages deliciously within you. Please, do what I'm thinking. It is only a dream, sweet Lucy. You have been sleepwalking again, and dear Mina shall keep your secret. When you wake, you shall remember only the cry of the wolf and the crash of the sea.
I am here, Master! I am here to do your bidding! Now that you're near, I await your command! And that you pray, dear
Who are you
Master,
talking to?
please do not pass me by! When you distribute your glorious tidings, please do not pass me by! You're up, lady.
Yes, listen to me though.
No, she promised me nothing. You keep watch. You maintain an avid readiness.
I am not in the mood for this.
We can wait, can't we, Johnny? Clever men that we are, we can wait for the riches to fill our cup. Don't forget me! We are one man, Johnny. We host a common longing. You await your deep mysteries, as I await my master's gifts.
I will solve you, Redfield. I shall unearth the mad logic of your mind. Now, I demand to know, who is your master?
We are men at the mercy of angels.
Dr. Stewart.
Not now.
Miss Lucy, sir, just take
The unexpected always happens.
You are my friend and master, and know more about obscure diseases than anyone in the world. You are a philosopher and a metaphysician, and the most advanced scientist of your day. You have an absolute open mind, an iron nerve, a temper of ice, an indomitable resolution, and the kindliest and truest heart that beats. These all provide the equipment for the noble work which you are doing for the good of mankind. I entreat you now, with an all-embracing humility, to come to the aid of my dear, sweet Lucy. To be clear, I am not a slave to flattery. A woman's reputation is the most imperfect science of all. I, for one, would love to meet the woman whom young Dr. Seward describes. No. What swayed me was the blunt accuracy of his postscript. P.S. Do remember, I once saved your life.
It's as though she is fading away, each day more pale, gasping for air.
Miss Lucy, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Van Helsing. I've come from Amsterdam at Dr. Seward's request. I must ask you a question or two. Would that be all right? Good. And have you had a fall lately? Or a fright of some kind? Anything out of the ordinary?
Only the dreams.
Tell me.
Oh, I tried not to sleep. I tried so hard not to fall asleep.
Why, Lucy?
Yet I must have slept, because the clock struck 12 and woke me. There was a scratching, flapping of something at the window. What could that have been?
The wind, I suspect. A rustle of trees.
And the dreams. What do you remember of them?
A wolf. The cry of a wolf and the sound of the sea.
Anything else?
Only that.
Here. Lie back. Rest now. Who else has access to this room?
Only myself, her mother, and the maid.
I may need to speak to them. Don't ask just yet. There may be cause. There's always cause for everything. Miss Lucy, I'd like you to drink this. It's a bit of brandy and a sleeping aid. It will help you rest.
I don't want to sleep. I'd rather die than ever sleep again. This weakness comes to me in my dreams and I'm unclean. It's as if there's no air. No air at all.
Quiet.
You must sleep me from my dreams.
Quiet now. Drink this and rest. We shall keep you safe.
I'll be here, Lucy. I shan't leave you. What is it?
She needs blood, my friend, and blood she must have or she will die. Roll up your sleeve. There's no time to waste.
I've never seen such instruments.
The ghastly paraphernalia of a beneficial trade. Swab your arm with this.
She fears your dreams, but dreaming alone cannot render such havoc. I remember nothing of my studies that ever spoke of such a thing.
Remember, friend, that knowledge is stronger than memory, and we shall not trust the weaker. If you agree, good. Now the case of our dear Miss is one that may be, mind I say may be, of such interest that we may generate new and vital knowledge regarding the canon of catastrophe. Take then good note of it. Nothing is too small, I counsel you. Put down in records even your doubts and your surmises.
You speak as though formulating a theory.
Ah, be this not true love in its purest sense, to transfer from full veins into the empty veins of another? Now, my good friend John, a word of caution. You deal with madmen. All men are mad in some way or the other. And inasmuch as you deal discreetly with your madmen, you must deal with God's madmen.
Who might they be?
The rest of the world. You and I must keep knowledge in its place, and keep what we learn here, and only trust one another with these secrets.
It's as though you're playing a game.
There is no jest here, John, I assure you. Only grim purpose.
Lucy? What has happened to her?
Professor Van Helsing has just completed a transfusion of blood. Professor, Lucy's dear friend, Miss Mina Murray.
Hello.
Your Honor, we've done all we can at present.
But what of the cause?
A mystery and wanted pursuit.
You've just returned from Budapest.
Yes.
Mr. Harker, how is he?
He is restored, God be thanked. His good humor has returned. His terrors have abated. Coming home, it seems, has proved to be the most soothing medicine. Ah, here he is. Jonathan, this is Dr. Seward and Professor Van Helsing. Jonathan, what is it?
It is the man himself. Just now on the street outside. It's been on twice, I saw him.
Jonathan, what are you
But
talking
he is growing young. The gray hair, the weathered face are gone. Such a change I thought that I was mistaken. So there could be no mistake. It is truly he. If only I had known.
Jonathan, enough now, you're
I
holding
lose him on England! Never will I know the circle of death with regard to these shores. I had my chance, I did nothing. The failure shall not go unpunished.
Jonathan, yes, you go quickly!
Forgive me!
Forgive me!
Hold yourself!
calm now, Miss Mina?
A shadowy pall seems to overcome our happiness.
Had I but answers, I would relieve your fears. But the web is not fully spun, the shape of our misery not yet revealed.
We will learn it all too late, I fear. Knowledge is useless to the dead.
Not so, Miss Mina. It is on account of the dead that I have come.
I fear some clue lies here within. Jonathan's trust has willed these words remain unread. But I must know what has brought him to this horrid precipice. Will you help me, Professor?
Welcome to my home. Enter freely and go safely, leaving something of the happiness you bring.
Count Dracula?
I am Dracula, and I bid you welcome, Mr. Hart. Come in. The night air is chill. You must need eat and rest. The trip is arduous, but the destination worthwhile.
I brought the information regarding the properties in London.
Mr. Hart,
Yes?
let your host see to your pleasure before you see to his business. I do hope you're hungry.
I am, actually.
Pray you sit and sup as you please. You will, I trust, excuse me that I do not join you. I have dined already, and I do not sup. Ah, a gift from Attila. The Huns were despicable, but they knew their wine.
Oh, I see. Pass down the information recipe.
A gift from an ancient adversary.
Won't you join me then?
Won't you join me then?
Pardon?
My apologies, Mr. Hart, but I must study you. I must learn your ways. How is it?
Delicious.
Yes.
You don't partake?
Of wine?
Yes.
No, not of wine. It is near morning and I must retire. I leave you then to your rest. One thing, Mr. Hart. You may go anywhere you wish in the castle, except where the doors are locked, where of course you will not wish to go. We are in Transylvania, and Transylvania is not England. Our ways are not your ways, and there shall be to you many strange things. But did you see with my eyes, and know with my knowledge, you had better understand. Good night then, and good morning.
Miss Mina, read on.
I'm afraid I'm mistaken, Professor. There's nothing here to enlighten us.
I beg of you, these notes, this shorthand, it was written for a reason. These are travel notes.
Business dealings with aging noblemen. Nothing more. The secrets often spoken must be elsewhere. They must be
Listen to
somewhere.
me. If we are to reach into the darkness and bring Jonathan a gleam of peace, we must not be deterred. From this moment on, we must be relentless. Now page forward, Miss Mina. Page forward and read on.
Who's there?
You needn't turn. I don't wish to disturb you, only to study.
I don't intend to stay a full week.
Mr. Hart,
Yes?
you've cut yourself.
So I have.
Please, allow me. The children of the night, what beautiful music they make. Must take care, Mr. Hart. Take care how you cut yourself. It is more dangerous than you think in this country.
Where are my papers? All my papers, my notes, letters, even the deed to the property itself. as yet unsigned, gone.
You've been blessed with a disappearance. How fortunate.
But this journal, how did it survive? The shorthand, he knew not its contents.
And my clothes, all what I have on is missing.
I shall find you a nice cake. Now, tell me of my new home.
I told you for a week
Tell
now.
me again. I must be certain. Is it an old place?
Yes.
I'm so glad for you. See, Mr. Harper, I am old. Old in which ways few can rival or understand. And to live in a new house would kill me. Do tell me the name again. Excellent. A fine and noble name. And its location. Splendid.
Wait, go back. The name and location, you must know it.
It's not here. There's nothing
Let
here.
me see that.
The page is burned away. Burned away in 2 places.
How can that be?
And as for light, tell me, is it well appointed?
Well, no.
I commend you, Mr. Harper. See, I love the shade and shadow, the solitude and potent quiet of the night.
But there is no quiet here. The constant digging all day and night,
Only the gypsies below, doing my bidding.
and great wooden boxes being hauled away. What is the matter of that?
That work is entrusted to another solicitor, my friend. I beg you not to press me further. I must go to England. I am starving here. For want of companionship. For want of life. Here is the deed. It lacks only your signature.
How did you...
Come now, Mr. Harper. Finish what you started. Your work shall be rewarded tenfold.
I want to leave.
Very well.
I want to leave tonight.
I'm afraid that is impossible.
Why?
My coachman and horses are away.
I'll walk.
Alone among the wolves?
I'll hazard a chance. Now will you please point me to the door?
Oh, Mr. Harker, I'll point you to all the doors.
Wait, no!
You English have a phrase. Welcome the coming, speed the party guest. You see, Mr. Harker, I am happy to speed your party.
No, let me go.
Your work is at an end.
Let's warn them. Warn them of the digging.
And I shall carry your memory with me to England.
Mina, be warned.
That is enough for tonight. Put yourself through no more, I beg of you.
No, you're right, Professor. I must page forward. I must know it. I must know it all.
What are you? No, let me go.
How dare you? How dare you touch it? It's mine! Back, both of you, back to your place. Your time with him will come. Tomorrow I set sail, and then he shall be yours. You may feast upon him then at your wish. What of it?
My God.
And so, my grateful thanks to you, Mr. Harper. I shall leave you in the good hands of the loving Carpathian people.
John Master!
And I, Mr. Harper,
I am here, Master!
My God, it's...
bound for England!
Your gates, as you say, are guarded at all times,
Yes,
and there is no other access to this room.
none whatsoever. The room was built for dignitaries who, on occasion, would visit the asylum. to show they were a friend of the less fortunate. It was found, however, that they could not stomach the inmates, and thus spent their time safely locked away here. What is it?
Just a bit of dirt.
I'll have the staff be more thorough.
See, too, that they allow no strangers to enter.
They won't, I assure you.
Assurance is not enough, John. They must be vigilant. They must be rigorously on guard against the unknown.
Professor, I'm afraid I don't understand.
It was necessary to move Lucy from her home to a safer room. You have provided that here at the asylum.
But safe from what?
Do not fear, John. To think the most improbable. And as you think it, remember our promise to one another. To not enlighten, and thus not alarm the others. There is misery enough among them.
What effect would garlic have on her loss of blood?
Perhaps none, and perhaps all. You have been a great help to her, John, and in no less than blood, she is your bride.
No man knows, till he experiences it, what it is to feel his own life drawn away and into the veins of the woman he adores.
Further, I trust in your inspection you encountered the marks on Miss Lucy's neck.
Yes, I did.
And you mean to tell me you have no suspicion as to what is killing your dear Lucy?
A nervous prostration following on a great loss of blood.
And how was the blood lost? John, it is the fault of our science that it wants to explain everything. And if it fails, then it says there is nothing to explain.
But if her blood, great quantities of her blood, was lost through a wound in her neck, where did it go? It was not on her bedding, her clothing. It was nowhere to be seen. If it happened as you say, what took it out?
A package is arriving.
Splendid. If you place it on the bed. And Miss Lucy?
She's on her way.
I'll see her up. Excuse me.
Professor, I have...
Oh, Miss Mina, how can I say what I owe to you? Mr. Harker's journal was a sunshine to me. It opened a gate shrouded in superstition and disregard, and it dazzled me with insight.
Yes, I gathered that. But even still...
If ever Dr. Van Helsing can do anything for you or yours, I trust you will let me know. There are darknesses in this life, and there are lights. And you, Miss Mina, are surely one of the lights.
There is something.
Please.
Miss Lucy has told you of her dreams. But I fear they're not dreams.
What do you mean?
Many nights I wake to find her gone, walking in the rocks toward the cliffs. Many nights I found her there and brought her home. Then she began to grow ill. Professor, I have placed my confidence, so I must ask you.
Your words have my trust. Now, when you found her at the cliffs, was she alone?
Yes, each time but one. Once there was a man, or a shadow man, all in black, his face in shadow. I thought nothing of it till reading Jonathan's journal, of the man he described to me, where he wrote that Hell's plans to come to London. I don't know what this means, but I feel there must be some continuity, some... No, it's too strange. You'll laugh and
Oh,
think
my
me
dear,
foolish.
I've learned not to belittle anyone's beliefs, no matter how strange. For it is not the ordinary things that close our minds, but the extraordinary things, those mysteries on the fringe of our thinking.
Listen, my request. I want to know what you know. I want to be informed of what you learn as you learn it.
Miss Mina, while it is true that
As
Mr.
you
Harker's
promise your
suffering...
friendship, as you promise a worthy one.
Here we are.
It's just as you described.
Professor,
You have my word. But you said nothing of the smell, my God. A medicinal contrivance, nothing more.
One of us will stay here with you at all times, to keep watch, to assure your safety.
And this, Miss Lucy, is for you. Such flattery did not well receive. Oh, Professor, such a beautiful wreath. I shall hang it on
it's to be worn.
Worn? Like this. Well, the garlic around the window is one thing, but I'm afraid I can't.
It will guard against your bad dreams.
But it's common garlic. I fear you're having a joke on me, Professor.
I warn you, do not thwart me. There is no jest in what I do, only grim purpose. Take care to bind me, if not for your own sake, then for that of the others.
I trust you have reasons for what you do, but I must say it puzzles me. For a stranger to walk in, they'd think you were working a spell to keep out an evil spirit.
Maybe I am.
Dr. Stewart,
What is it?
it's Renfield. You must come.
John,
May I come with you? This madman is his index to our investigation. investigation.
In what way?
Have not his outbursts coincided with Lucy's bad dreams? We leave you in the best of hands.
Professor, what is happening to me?
You mustn't think of it. You only need to
Mina,
listen to
promise me this.
anything at all.
Promise you'll forgive me
See, don't be silly. Forgive you for what?
for something I know not of. But there are dark imaginings in me. I have fought to rid my mind of them, but they rise up within me, bringing color to my cheeks and a sickly taste in my mouth. God help me, Mina. I don't know what I've become.
Oh, and do let me recount how she came into the room with such joie de vivre, such an easy gracefulness that would command the respect of any lunatic, for easiness is the one quality mad people respect the most. Arriving from Gloucester, pray what news?
What is the... Where did this chair come from?
From one who holds me in high esteem.
From the one you call Master?
Where did you find her?
Brentfield,
And
listen
the
to
girl,
me.
John? Oh, no wonder your heart's broken. She came by, using a assumed name. I found that dashing. We talked. I spoke of my love for Mozart, but she bested me with her treatise on Bach.
Miss Lucy has been upstairs all
She's
day.
a clever girl. Call herself Mina. Claimed to be lost. But we're all lost in here, aren't we? Oh, I do hope she found her way.
You're speaking of Miss Mina, then.
Name them what you will, right, Johnny? Any bride will do.
I will not tolerate it.
John, match not madness with wits. Pursue it as it plays.
Her voice like water. Could you point me to the guest room? I seem to have taken a wrong turn. I quoted her a sonnet and sent her on her way. A lovely creature, she shall be missed.
Missed? Do say more. In what way will she be missed?
I entreat you, Dr. Stewart, to let me out of this madhouse, anywhere you will, where I will be forced to do something terrible.
And what would that be?
I'm in great danger, man.
You're in no danger at all. You're perfectly safe here.
I am speaking from the depth of my soul. You do not know what you do by keeping me in here, and you do not know whom you shall harm. And I, bound to secrecy, cannot tell you.
You will stay here till the court deems you fit. These wild harangues in no way further your wish to be considered sane.
Send me where you will. Bind me, beat me, drag me away, tie me to a rock, and throw me in jail. Do whatever you must, but take me from here and save my soul from guilt.
Calm yourself, explain.
Oh, hear me. By all you hold dear, by all you hold sacred, by your love that is lost, by your hope that still lives, for the sake of dear God Almighty.
That's enough now.
John, hear him out.
Don't you see, Johnny? I am here. I am no lunatic and a mad fit, but a sane man fighting for his soul.
See that he goes nowhere.
Hear me now! God! Oh, the blood is alive. The blood is alive.
What now? What is your thesis now?
My thesis is this. I want you to believe.
To believe what?
To believe in things you cannot. That is essence of faith. To accept the things that cannot be proved.
With all due respect, my patience, your cryptic homilies is coming to an end.
Can you tell me why men in all ages and all places believe that there are some few who live on always? That there are men and women who cannot die?
I did what I could to warn you. Remember that.
How is she?
I don't know, Doctor. Miss Mina's been with her.
Doctor,
What?
what is it? What happened to your arm?
Oh. Clumsiness, I'm afraid. Did you have occasion to see one of my patients earlier today?
In fact, I did. I became very lost. Entered a corridor. Opened a large door. And found myself in the midst of your inmates. I was quite flummoxed. I spoke to Count Renfield.
Count!
Or so he called himself. He told me of his love for the violin. Well, I'll leave our dear Lucy to you. She seems much better. Her sleep is peaceful, her clothes restored.
Mr. Harker, how is he?
Professor Van Helsing has met with him, and with good results, I think. May God's kindness be with us all.
Miss, come quickly! Find Professor Van Helsing. Send her directly here. Tell her they're gone. The marks on her neck. They're gone! She's healed! Go, quickly! Lucy, wake up. Lucy, come on, wake up. No, Lucy, wake up. Lucy, wake up. Wake up. No, God, just no. Lucy?
We're all alone, Johnny.
Lucy, it can't be.
Come here. Please. Such warm hands. I like that.
Lucy, you have no pulse. Lucy, what is this?
Kiss me. Please, Johnny. Haven't you wanted to? I have. Oh, my love, I'm so glad you're here. Please, kiss me. You broke your heart, Johnny, and I shall never rest till you forgive me. Please, take me back. Let me show you my true heart. That's it. That's it. Oh, I've wanted this for so long. You were right, you know. We do. Each of us have a secret life. And I want you to know mine. So please, Johnny, close your eyes. Will you do that for me? Good. Now kiss me.
Not for your life!
Oh!
Not for your life, soul or mine! You shall not have it!
My God! What has happened to her?
Be mine! Never!
What in God's name is
Quiet,
happening?
John. It's leaving her.
True friend, guard him from me and give me peace. Keep him safe, for he is my true friend.
I swear on it. It's all. She's gone from us.
God be thanked. Her suffering is at an end.
Not so, John. I'm afraid this is only the beginning. We must arrange for the entombment as soon as possible, and then we must wait.
Wait for what?
There are strange and terrible days ahead of us, I entreat you. Have faith in me, and if it be in your heart, pity me.
For what reason? It is I who've lost the light of my life.
Pity me, because I know why.
But you tell us nothing. You test the limits to my sympathetic understanding.
Now, Mr. Harker, from the facts of your journal, you are in no danger, nor is Miss Mina. This room, in fact, all of the asylum, is safe, so long as no stranger is granted permission to enter. You were right, Mr. Harker. The Count is somewhere in London. We shall find his whereabouts through you.
The name of the property, though, remains lost to me.
So you burn it from your journal, so too he burn it from your mind.
I will find it, Professor. I thank you for showing me that I did see what I imagined. For that cure, I'm forever in your service.
Now there is bitter water we must pass through, John, before we arrive at the sweet.
Enough! Either tell me your plan, or leave us in peace. I'm through being spoken to as though I were a child.
You are a grown man, is that right?
That's right.
And no longer my student?
That's right.
And the man who once saved my life?
Yes.
Well, John, I believe our accounts are settled.
What does that mean?
I have just saved yours. She is the undead. She's a restless, bloodletting vampire. She has been cursed with immortality and must go on, age after age, preying on the lifeblood of humanity and multiplying the evils of the world in an ever-widening circle of malevolent destruction.
Professor! Have you gone mad?
Oh, that I had. Madness would be easier to bear compared to this. Why, friend, do you think I've taken such time, such care to tell you? Knowing of your love for her, I wish to be gentle. But it is no longer your heart that is at rest, John, but your heart's expression.
If this wild account be so, we are too late. Is that right? Her soul's already lost.
Before our daring. We shall follow her burial to her tomb. This in secret to protect her good name, and to bring no more of her kind down upon us. And once there, we shall drive a stake through her heart and sever her head from her body.
Professor!
What have I done that you would torture me so? I would never consent to that. I will not have her too young grave dishonored in such a way. It's unthinkable that you, a learned woman, would do such a thing.
I'll show you the unthinkable. If you dare join me at her tomb the night of her burial, I will convince you of my plan. Drink it. That's a good boy.
Won't you ask me to enter? My patience is wearing thin.
Where are you?
I am everywhere. I am rock and water, cloud and fog. I am the hunt in the eyes of the beast.
I've told you before. I've told you no. I will not be damned as the devil's accomplice.
Did I not send you the flies? Great fat ones with steel and sapphire on their wings. And then the moths, with the heads of death emblazoned on their backs.
No more. I'm listening no more.
Rats, 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 and more rats. Hundreds, thousands, millions of them. And everyone alive.
No!
And cats to eat the rats, and dogs to eat the cats. All filled with luscious red blood. All filled with years and years of life.
And the dogs? What to eat the dogs?
The wolf!
Ah!
All these lives I shall give you from now till time eternal. All these lives and more shall be yours if you will fall down and worship me. Now, bid me enter.
Enter, my lord and master. Enter!
And great shall be your reward.
Take me with you! Please! Please, master!
Sing like the others?
Yes, a little boy, 6 years old, found disoriented, a bruise on his neck. Claiming like the others to have been snatched up by the Bluefer lady.
How odd.
And on the day of Lucy's funeral, it's almost too much to bear. Jonathan, you've not told me where you're going.
You're safe here, Mina.
That's not what I asked. We're to have no secrets, that is our pact. Now is anything to pay. Where are you going?
I can't tell you.
Why?
I've been asked not to.
By whom, Jonathan, please?
By Professor Van Helsing. She's assured me that neither of us is in danger, that Lucy must be attended to, and the whereabouts of the Count must be discovered.
Attended to? What can that mean? Lucy's been entombed for days. Not 2 hours ago, we said our final prayers over her. Jonathan, please. What is it?
Just trust in my silence, Mina. You must stay here where it is safe.
In all the great rounds of his daily course, the sun rises on no life more miserable than mine. He has betrayed me, and mark these words, right now. Turn to the person next to you and borrow a pencil, for I shall not say this again. One should rather die than be betrayed. There is no deceit in death. It delivers precisely what it has promised. Betrayal, though. Betrayal is the willful slaughter of hope. It shall not sit!
Now it's time. Now that the sun is about to rise, let us look within.
Never have I endured a more woeful night. Waiting in this graveyard for hours. For what reason?
John, help us here. May your eyes see what your heart refuses. It's as I feared.
My God.
What have you done with her? Answer me! In this very crypt, I saw her laid, and then... You're behind this, aren't you? And I, of all people, to not recognize madness when it stands before me. With what malice do you allure the living to your purpose? And what ghastly plans do you inflict upon the dead?
Dr. Stewart, calm
What
yourself.
have you done with her?
You require more proof? Well, you shall have it.
Little boy, come and see me, little boy.
Hide now. Back away and observe.
I'm a friend of the children. I'm the Bluefer Lady. Won't you come out and play? That would make the Bluefer Lady happy. Hi there, Johnny. Want to be my little friend?
Lucy,
Let me have at her.
There's no need. The sun is almost up.
Come to Lucy. My arms are so hungry for you. Be my husband, Johnny. Come to me and let me be yours.
That's not her, John. That's not the Lucy you know.
Who knows you better, Johnny? Who's loved you all these years?
Deception, nothing more. It shall not work.
I know your thoughts, Jack. I know your wishes before you wish them.
What have they done to you?
They've given me life. Life eternal. Yours for a kiss, Johnny. It's all yours for a kiss.
Just another minute, John. The sun will be up and it will be safe.
You still want me, Johnny. I know it.
It is not your beauty that is gone. 'Tis your soul!
No!
Your soul is what I love. Where has it gone? Answer me!
No, Johnny, no more!
My love has become hate. My desire loathing.
No! No, Jack! It's almost over. Soon you will see her as she was. The tools, Mr. Harker. If I could spare you any of it, my friend, I surely would.
Let's be done with it.
The holy bread shall sanctify her bed. She shall take her rest with the angels. I shall place a stake over her heart and speak the holy words as you strike.
No.
John, we must.
It's my hand that loves her best. And my hand that will deliver her.
We come in peace for the sake of our dear friend, Miss Lucy. May the light of heaven drive her this wretched darkness from her soul. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Look now. Look on her face.
She's changed back.
John, if you will, kiss her now as she asked, and let this kiss send her to heaven. Mr. Harker and I will finish up here. Her mouth must be filled with garlic and her head severed from her body. One step of our work will then be done. What remains is a greater task. Locating the author of these, our sadness, and rid him from the world. Yes?
As Miss Lucy screamed the final time, I felt the Bible roll over my hands.
The power of the Lord.
This further, a word converted into the cover.
Carfax.
The Count's destination, an estate here in London.
You're certain?
Yes, I am.
It's Miss Lucy's final gift to us. John, do you know this estate? John, what is it?
Had we known, we might have saved Lucy.
I don't understand.
Carfax. It adjoins the asylum. He's been here all this time in our midst.
Mina!
The mad are mad so long as they are chained, but loosed in the foot Are they rampant, wretched, sane? Make a wish. Yes. Good, yes. Yes. Good.
Mina!
Jonathan, what is
Safe?
it? You assured me I would be. Why?
I want us to be married.
And we shall be. In 2 months the plans are made.
I want us to be married now.
Oh, my love, why now?
Storm befall us.
Jonathan, I'm here. We're safe. What is it?
The rosary.
Well, you must have followed as I dressed this morning. There. You see, all is well.
As the days passed, I alone began to suspect a change in her. The skin growing more pale, the distant, listless gaze. In our efforts to protect Miss Mina, we had to literally, I'm afraid, left her in the dark. The deeper part of this secret is that she herself seemed unaware, a stranger to her own transformation.
I thank you all for coming. I should waste no time in making my point. And if you feel like you talk above my station, then let the magnitude of circumstance be my apology. This darkness, the silence between us must come to an end. We must work together with absolute trust. And in that way, be strong as a group than we are alone. I have these 3 nights slept fitfully. I've heard noises in the dark. I'm plagued by disturbing dreams. You have been in search of the Count. So too, I fear, have I.
My God.
I've no memory of it, but the marks are clear. Now you must tell me, is this how Lucy died? Through some maladventure involving the Count? Keep this from me no longer. Professor?
There are such things as vampires. They are known everywhere that men have ever been. The Nosferatu had the strength of 20 men, and the ancient ones, like our Count Dracula, come armed with the cunning of the ages. He can transform himself into wolf or bat, mist or fog, any form of nature which suits him. He throws no shadow, can be seen in no mirror, and for sustenance, one thing only, the blood of the living. And when his special pabulum is plenty, he grows younger, his faculties stronger, his powers more ghastly and vital by the hour.
And to those bitten, his hunger brings death.
Death of goodness, yes, but life eternal amid the damned. Those bitten repeatedly, which I pray to our Lord who have not been, become the very thing which afflicted them, the disciples of the night.
How could this change befall Mina? She is pure of heart.
So too, I'm afraid, was the Count. I have studied him for many years. In life, he was a man of the utmost virtue. The terror of it is, my friends, is that an evil like this grows richest in his soul most pure.
You assured me she was safe here, Professor. You gave me your word.
His power to this point has been...
Waste no more of our time. Is there any way to defeat this monster?
Oh, there is a way, Mr. Harker. Dracula can do all these many things, but he is not free. He is shackled to the laws of the night. His power ceases, as is that of all evil things, at the coming of the day. Certain objects hold a telling power over him. The garlic you know of, the bread of Holy Communion, the holy cross of our Lord, and the branch of wild rose which, when placed over his coffin, serves to lock him fast within. He cannot at first enter any place, unless someone who dwells there bid him enter.
Meaning someone let him at Lucy.
And that Mina.
And most to the moment, he must each day sleep in his native soil or he will die.
The digging.
Exactly. That is what you heard at his castle. Boxes of Transylvanian soil being filled. Boxes that are here now in London.
The ship's log notes the Count's cargo as 50 boxes. Earlier today at Carfax, the professor and I discovered 48 of them.
I sanctified the soil of each box, making them of no use to the Count. When we find the remaining 2 boxes, we shall find the man himself. If we fail, to us forever are the gates of heaven shut. Now look to your own hearts and answer. Are we to cower in the face of such adversity, or are we to rise up and hunt this wretch to his true death? With a steadfast belief in science and a fierce reliance on faith, and the active hope that there remains in us enough light to dispel the darkness, we pledge our whole selves.
Amen.
We have either sealed the death of ourselves or the death of no Count. Now to our plan. The remaining boxes must be found in one.
There's no strength at all.
Quickly, move to the ledge. She's lost more blood than we imagined.
Nothing.
John, make him ready. I shall need it in his veins.
Professor Van Helsing.
Steady now. Breathe.
He's gone, sir. He's escaped.
Who?
Redfield, he's left the asylum.
Did he mention his master? Did he use that word?
Yes, he did.
Professor, you must come.
I can't leave
You
here.
alone know his mind. You alone can confront him.
John,
Hurry, there's no time to waste.
just hard to
Professor,
see here.
you must go, or it's too late.
Now, Professor.
All day and all night do I wait, but nothing.
Professor!
Promises of bloody creatures,
Dr.
teeming
Stewart!
life, but nothing.
He's in here!
Not even a measly little blow.
Anyone?
Nothing. I was
Dr.
to
Stewart!
yours, master. I was to serve you for
Professor!
ages. I tried to warn them.
Dr.
I
Stewart!
tried, but they don't listen. He's just a white
Anybody!
sailor with a cape.
Dr. Stewart!
He'll keep his promises to her. Because
Dr.
she's
Stewart!
beautiful. Because she pleases him. But what of the rest of us? What of us unbeautiful multitudes, blessed only with honest devotion? It is we who love you more truly, more deeply than she. Master, forgive me! I will do your bidding. I will follow you to the ends of the earth and beyond. Forget not me, your servant. Forget not I, who love you. Forget not. I never doubted you, Master. I knew you'd not forsaken me. I knew there's a place for me in your kingdom, a holy.
Miss Mina, my beautiful flower. I have dined with kings. I have commanded nations. I have watched lines being chiseled into the faces of young women by time. But time shall not scar you with its hand. You are for the ages.
It's a rosary, Mina.
Toys. Why must you try my patience with your petty toys? I am not the weak man you met in Transylvania, Mr. Hart. Your gift of England has made me strong. I quite like it here. One could, it seems, return again and again and never get once filled.
Leave her alone.
Mr. Harper, you know how I prize civility. Another sound and I shall have to feed her your brains.
Leave her.
And thank you for the use of your knife. It suits my purpose. Miss Mina.
Easy way of doing it.
Yes, I quite like it here. The men of England live lives of order and reason. Not a ripple disturbs their still complacency. Yet standing water grows fetid, you see, giving rise to disease. The complacent man is my puppet, and his lover my bride.
But why me? Only tell me what have I done?
You are their treasure, Mina. You stir their dreams, leaving envy in your wake. All of them, Mina, not just your betrothed. All of them desire your love. And now you, their best, beloved flower, are mine. Blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh, kin to my kin, my beautiful, bountiful, wine. When I but whisper, come to me, you shall travel the ages, you shall cross oceans of time.
My God!
Our theory is fact.
What have you done with that? Let her go!
The soil of your homeland has been sanctified by God, box after box after box.
No.
Your cotton home has been destroyed.
You shall yet be sorry, each and every one of you.
You've nowhere left to hide.
The centuries shall cover me.
Your time is drawing near.
Eternity shall be my home.
Truly my soul waits upon God.
Do
For
not
He comes
mock
my
me with your foolish
salvation.
prayers.
But God is my salvation and my glory. He is my
Faith
defense. I
has
shall
made
not
your lovers
be.
my check.
The Lord God has spoken.
He has spoken, but he has not been heard.
No sight of him?
No.
You know, God help her. What has happened? His blood. Is this his handiwork?
He's gone. We're safe.
Jonathan, stay with me.
You're not here.
For years, I wanted nothing more than access to the soul of a madman. Had I but known,
Amid this misery have we learned something. Notwithstanding his powers, he fears us.
how can you say that?
He fears want. He fears time. If not, why his hurried escape? The heart of our plan. The destruction of his soil is sound. The last box outside counted is 49.
There is still one left.
That, I propose, is for traveling.
To where?
To where else? To his home. The soil he needs to survive.
Oh, Jonathan, I am unclean. You must never touch me or kiss me again. Such cruel fate that I'm to be feared by you, whom I love most of all. There's a poison in me, an insurrection in my soul that will lead God knows where. But this above all must you promise me, that if his influence wins me, if I am so changed that I must enter the blackest parts of the world and become a beast such as he, you must kill me.
No.
Without hesitation, without remorse.
Do not ask this of me.
I'm infected by the enemy. His blood on my lips, his blood in my veins, and my blood in his. Dr. Seward,
What is it?
hypnotize me.
What?
You know the procedure, don't you? Lucy told
Well,
me.
yes, but I don't see how...
There is a way to know his thoughts and to thus track him safely.
What way is that?
Through his own blood. Through me.
Yes. We've been blind, but Miss Mina has helped us to see. We too have powers. And now let them be marshaled against him. Jack, do as she asks. Through her, let us know his thoughts. Mr. Harker, prepare passage for us, for it is you who've been to where I suspect we're headed to Transylvania, to the lair of the Count.
was there?
Darkness, nothing more.
And now the foreman standing east, aboard the Orient Express.
I had the men write the wills before we left. This is no idle precaution.
What now? The same?
Yes, doctor's close at hand. A musty smell of him.
The Count's in his coffin. It's working!
And beyond the sound of waves still pounding and pounding.
The diagnosis reveals the Count traveling by boat.
So we proceed overland, by train.